Hi class, this is an introductory video to your academic disciplines assignment. So this assignment is just an introductory assignment that's going to teach you about the different academic disciplines in college, and then you're going to use that knowledge to complete an assignment where you analyze the classes that you're going to take to complete your degree. So what I first want to do is show you, introduce you to the fields of knowledge. So a college or a university is divided into departments, and each department is housed or nested within a particular field of knowledge. There are basically 5 fields of knowledge. There's the formal sciences, there's the applied sciences, the natural sciences, the social sciences, and the humanities. Within each of these fields of knowledge, there are a number of subdisciplines or areas of knowledge within that. So, for example, if I click on natural sciences breaks down into the earth sciences, physics, life sciences, and chemistry. It breaks down even further still. If I go into the life sciences, I'll find that there are a number of disciplines that fall within the life sciences fields of knowledge. So, for example, biology. And then I can go even more specific, like within biology, I can study genetics, I could study nutrition, I can study ecology. So there are all these little disciplines, and each discipline creates its own knowledge, basically. So just to come back to my fields of knowledge, right? I'm an English teacher, and so I'm housed within the humanities. If I go into the humanities, you have linguistics, philosophy, history, literature, the performing arts, the visual arts. I studied literature. The degree I actually received was a creative writing degree in fiction. So, there were other people who may have majored in creative nonfiction, who may have majored in poetry or screenwriting. Each of these is a particular subset of that field of knowledge. And so the rationale for English 108 is that it's a college level critical thinking course that develops academic literacy by investigating the ways that texts are written and read and how knowledge is constructed in a variety of academic disciplines. All right, let me put that into plain everyday speech for you. What English 108 is going to teach you how to do is how to understand a reading in a number of different disciplines. Each discipline has its own kind of way of saying things, its own way of doing things. So, in nursing, the jargon, the language that's used is going to be different than, say, the language that's used in computer science, or the language that's used in a marketing class, or that's used in a film class. Each discipline has its own way of talking about things, its own way of kind of creating knowledge. Okay, and so what English 108 is going to do is get you comfortable doing that in different disciplines, because the reason for that is that no matter what you're studying, you're going to have to take courses in every discipline. So there are general education courses that you'll have to take no matter what your major is. So if you're majoring in, say, nursing, well, you still have to take English 101 and English 102. You still have to take a math course. You still may have to take a social science course. You still may have to take, you'll take many natural science courses, such as biology. So the rationale of English 108 is, hey, you're going to have to do readings in all these disciplines, whether you like it or not. So we're going to kind of show you how to tackle readings in different disciplines. So back to what you're being asked to do on this assignment. I'm going to ask you to just start by going to this Fields of Knowledge website and just poking around and getting a feel for what disciplines are nested in each of the five fields of knowledge. I want you to also figure out where your major is housed. Once you've done that, I'm going to ask you to take a look at the courses that you're going to have to take, your course sequence for your degree, and I want you to figure out which course fits into which field of knowledge. So say that you're studying, let's just go with nursing. You're going to click on nursing, and you're going to scroll down, and you'll find your course sequence, okay? And you'll see that you have to take Nursing 101, Biology 109, Diet 111, English 101, and so on and so forth. So what I want you to do is look at each of these classes and see if you can figure out where it's housed. So for example, Introduction to Sociology, okay? If I go back to Fields of Knowledge, well, I don't see sociology here, but I have to take a guess as to where I think it may fall and see if I could find it. So, keep in mind, like if you click on the natural sciences, this stuff has to do with the body, with chemistry and physics. That doesn't sound exactly like sociology. If I click on the social sciences, well, there you go, I found it. Social sciences, and you'll get more comfortable identifying where which field a discipline is housed in as you kind of poke around in here. But the popular social sciences include sociology, psychology, anthropology, political science, and economics. And then within those, right, like some of you may be a psychology major, right? But then you're going to have to probably pick within that something to specialize in. You may become a cognitive psychologist. You may become a personality psychologist, an evolutionary psychologist. So it's helpful to understand how these things break down. So I want you to find your course sequence, take a look at your classes, and get a sense for what you're going to be asked to do to complete your degree. And that's pretty much, this assignment is just designed to give you an introduction to the different academic disciplines and to get you thinking about how that is going to operate in your studies. So you can start working on that now.